Hello, so this video is going to contain a lot of spoilers for like the chasm and Conria lore stuff and just like Enconomia, just underground nations. So if you don't want to get spoiled, then I suggest you leave. Also, there might be some Kaya stuff. I'm just kind of rotten about that. I'm kind of mad. Anyways, on to the theory. So, yeah, all of the underground nations must have had a wiring network, because, they all have the same architecture. Because, my original theory when I saw the live stream was that, oh yeah, this is going to be Conrian ruins. And that was just my idea when I saw Dainsleif. But then I played it, and then someone was like, oh yeah, this is thousands of years before Conria, and then I was really sad. And then Dane dropped a giant bomb that, oh yeah, this architecture is exactly like Conria's, but upside down. And that can mean two different things, because this is an upside down ruin. That could mean, one, that Conria's architecture was this, but imagine it was flipped right side up, or this is Conria's architecture, but they flipped it. So, and when I was doing the story quest, when I was exploring the ruins and stuff, I looked at one of the broken pieces of wall, and I remembered it from somewhere, and I was like, where do I remember it? And then I stared at it for 5 solid minutes until I remembered that was what the Enconomian architecture looked like. So, that's suspicious, because, so that means that Enconomia, Conria, and whatever civilization this was are all connected, and that they all have the exact same architecture. But the thing is, I saw this and I was like, oh yeah, it's just upside down Enconomian architecture. Well, guess what? No, it isn't. If you look at the walls in this upside down building, they face the exact same directions as the ones in Enconomia, which are right side up. Which doesn't make any sense. So, it reminds me of the upside down triquetra, which I don't understand either. It just doesn't make sense to me, but it's there, and it shouldn't be like that. If I were to flip that image upside down, it would literally be the reverse. You could overlay those two images in the way that if you go and screenshot an image of a wall in the right direction and in the right angles and stuff, and overlay them, there is no difference. Which doesn't make sense, because it should just be an upside down one if there was any link to the architecture, and there is, but it is an upside down one, but the upside down wall is just flipped upside down. Which is really annoying, seeing as Dane's line says that it reminds him of Conrian architecture, but flipped upside down. And I don't know whether he means the entire building was flipped upside down, and if it was flipped right side up, it would look like Conria, or if he means that in the way that Conria was identical to Enconomia, and that this one's just weird. Because, he needs to be way more specific. Also, I brought this theory to one of my friends, and they brought up the point that Dane is a liar. I'm just I've been thinking about that, and I'm just why would he lie about architecture? It doesn't make sense. None of this makes any sense. Also, Kaya. I need to ask Kaya. I want Kaya to tell me the truth, because I feel like he would know. I don't know why. I might be reading too much fan fiction, but I feel like Kaya knows the answer to this, and he's just withholding it. Why are you doing this to me? I need to know this. I really do. So if Kaya could just show up at my house one day and tell me exactly what I want to know, right now. Actually, not right now. It's really late. But if Kaya could just pop up in the next quest thing, if there's an event for the chasm, maybe he could, like, explain this to me and be like, just go beyond and like, just delete all of his lying ways out the window and tell me exactly what Dane meant by that, because I would really like to know. I believe fully and truly that when the cataclysm happened, before it happened, one of the main reasons that Conria was able to get so near the gods and so close to whatever happened that made them want to destroy them, that there was other things involved other than just Conria and the gods. And I'm inclined to believe that those other things were other underground nations like Enkanomiya, because why else would their architecture be the exact same if not flipped? And if they are flipped, why would the architecture in the chasm be the exact same as Conria's? Because remember, it's a flipped wall that's flipped again. Like, it's really messing with my head. Why does the wall need to be flipped? And if you look at any of the walls in the chasm's architecture, they're all the same direction, which doesn't make much sense. So I will be pleasant about this and not yell, because but Kaya, if you could please just explain this to me, and maybe even Albedo. And if Dane could tell the truth for once, and if he is telling the truth, could you please just explain it more? Because I am very upset right now. Anyways, there was definitely an underground network of, like, people who were connected and just... They are carbon copies. It's really creepy. Anyways, thank you.